what I spoke to Ariana, maybe you can help me with few of the details, is that we'll do the project and there'll be some bits where I can help you because I know you're super busy with school and your extracurricular also. So there are some bits which I will help you with and some bits which you can do, which you're interested in during your free time or on the weekends and things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah. So can you just detail me a bit about the project, Kate?
Yeah, so me and Devi was talking and we kind of settled upon like a teacher's project, like a teacher's thing, like that kind of what we discussed last time, but more so on the focus of teachers, because I think what we discussed was helping teachers help their students. But I think sorry, Devi was talking about how we should have like a teacher to help teachers. And within that, you can also have like recommendations for their students. But I think the main goal is just to improve teachers' lives because a lot of the teachers are like underpaid and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Okay. So basically, you train the teachers who are like underpaid, or you train them on their development goals, right? Or do you train them on the subject?
So I think
So
we
for
just have,
example, it's a math teacher. So do
Mhm.
you teach her math or do you teach her how to teach and how to pursue, how to communication skills or,
Yeah, more
just,
so like that. More so on like soft skills, I guess. More like, for example, they was talking about like financial help for the teachers themselves. Um, like what was the list we made? But there was like a financial help on the teachers, and then maybe like having a master class of how to communicate with the students better, what to
yeah.
do if students falling behind, stuff like that, more so than like science, math.
Okay, so more than subject experts, because you already know that they are their subject experts,
Yeah.
but you train them on how to probably develop themselves better so that they can also apply for newer roles and they can be better paid than what they are. Yeah.
Yeah.
So in Indonesia, especially in Jakarta, do you have people, like, do you have such contacts or such teachers or schools where teachers are underpaid?
Uh, yeah, I do actually because so I used to go to a Catholic school. So my mom has a lot of connections there, and that Catholic school has like a lot of schools in villages because it's just like an organization. So I can definitely like talk to some of them, um, and ask
Okay.
for. But I think a main issue of these like master classes that are held by, you know, some like someone I can't be held by me. It would be held by like a teacher as well, right? I think the biggest issue would be language barriers.
Oh, so you're saying they wouldn't understand English.
I don't think so.
And can you speak or record or do a session in Indonesian language?
I can speak Indonesian fluently.
Okay. Oh, so then it wouldn't be that much of a problem, right? Because you would be the one giving the session and either you do it or you just record it and they hear the recording.
Oh, so it would be me because I think if he was talking about like having someone come in and
Oh, okay. Okay. Oh, so it's gonna be like you are gonna just arrange, you're gonna be the mediator who's gonna arrange for some teachers who's gonna train the teacher.
But do you think that's like for in the college application perspective? Because that would make me like not be as involved with the project, I guess, because I'm just like disconnecting. But I was thinking, like, would it be better for me to have like a more active role? And that was the question you wanted to ask.
So I think there are like two sides to it. One is where you can also be a mediator, where you create like an online form, or you create like a website, or you create a portal where people can sign up. Okay, I want to do this, because I'm a teacher today. So I want to probably help the understaffed or the undertrained teacher there. So I sign up for a class. Like if it's a communications class or if it's like financial well-being, things like that. But what you can also do is that even you can do some sessions, like being a mediator, because you're exposed to like the larger world and you take like sessions So even you can teach them on certain things, like you can apply in this way, or this is how you can communicate. Like as a student, I would prefer this. So you can also do like a general class.
Yeah, like kind of like talking about my experience as a student and like what in a student's perspective, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like what a student would prefer,
Yeah.
things like that, like hear it from students, something like that.
Mhm.
And you can do like a series of that. So even you are actively involved in those lessons. And also there are things which you don't know about, like for example, how to teach or something like that, which you don't have experiences. You're at least facilitating them, and you're connecting them to the right resources, which they might not have.
Yeah, I think that's way better than just like teaching them like math or something because
Yeah, yeah, of course.
being a teacher, they probably also be knowledgeable. So I don't think they would even like that
Yeah,
like
yeah,
come in and teach them a
yeah,
subject.
for sure. But I think they would definitely like, how to grow your career, or how to develop yourself, or how to do courses which which probably will help you uh excel in your career.
Yeah,
There are a lot of these free online teaching courses,
yeah,
so which they don't know about. So we can expose them to that,
yeah.
because they're underpaid, also how to be financially independent,
Yeah.
things like that. But so how did you actually get this idea, if I can just go back a bit?
So I was just telling her about what we did. So what the idea that we were last working on, Debbie said it was like very COVID based and it wasn't like really sustainable. So I was talking about our previous idea, which was remember the teacher and the student thing, and she was like, "Oh yeah, that's a really good idea." And but she was like saying that teaching math to the teacher, kind of like what I said, was kind of like undermining their teaching. So then
Yeah.
I was, oh, maybe we can teach soft skills instead.
Okay. Okay, nice. And yeah, I think that's a good one. And plus, because you know already that in Indonesia, this is a problem, right? Like you are trying to, at the end of the day, solve a problem which exists. And that is that teachers are being underpaid. They're probably not exposed to the right development ideas, right?
Because I
So
was
I think we
talking
can
like,
start off with that. So do you want to like how do you want to go about it? So I have your track sheet as well open over here. We can just quickly update it on, and you can just let me know on how you want to go about it, sort of. Um, okay, so I think this was what we did,
uh, yeah,
right? I think even workshops we can still stick to, because I know like in good schools, the teachers they go through like a 1 day or a 2 day workshop, and like
mm,
every 6 months or something like that. It's like a training workshop.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like a scheduled thing which is planned for them, like hour wise. So I think teachers in schools who don't have that would be willing to take up something like this.
Mm,
Yeah. So I think these were the list of schools.
yeah.
Yeah. But do you think like you will find teachers in these schools who would be able to?
These places were not schools, but I think they were orphanages actually.
Okay, these are orphanages.
Yeah, so they're not schools.
Okay. So I'm just gonna delete this for now.
Okay. I'll I'll try to get back. But I think it's better to not only like have schools, I think it's better to have like individual teachers in their contacts. Because I feel like contacting them from their school is like really difficult.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But you would know of individual teachers, right?
Yeah, I think.
Okay, so maybe in the task list, I'm just gonna put like just delete this for now. Okay, so maybe in the first task, I'm just gonna put like first we find out the problem statement. Okay, so in terms of like some statistics, like why are we doing this? Because obviously you see a problem in Indonesia.
Yeah, so to that I can say something like the world always focuses on like students and their enrichment, and while that
Yeah,
is important, like we should also focus on the teachers themselves.
teachers. Yeah. And also in Indonesia, there is a problem that there are a lot of these underfunded schools and teachers who are very underpaid, who probably do not get the right training,
Mhm.
right? Because everywhere in the world, this might not be a problem. Like the United States, I'm guessing not so much. Yeah. But maybe, or even in the European countries, not so much. Teachers are pretty well paid, or even in the Middle East. But places like Indonesia, for example, or even India, where there are some rural parts or rural towns, and teachers don't get the right training.
Mhm.
Yeah. So maybe some statistics around that would also help. Like in Indonesia, there are about, like, let's say, 5,000 underfunded schools. And just have some verbatums or things from teachers themselves, explaining that, we do not get the right training in place, we're very underpaid, things like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can have this on a Word document. Post that, we want to create a website, right? So how
Yeah.
do you want to go about it? Oh, through a website, through an app? How?
I think I think a website is, I don't know. I think an app is like really good for a long run, but I think that's really difficult, right? To make an app.
Not very difficult. So we do it through this platform called Glitch.
Hmm.
I do it for my other student as well. It's not as difficult actually. But then you have to see, like, do these teachers have that kind, are they tech savvy? Like, would they be able to use an app? Like, firstly download one and then use an app.
I think they would have phones, right? For sure. I'm not sure, but I think a web. If, yeah.
I just feel like, would they take the effort to download? Like, if it's a website, you just have to sort of send it to them on WhatsApp or email it to them.
Yeah. You're right. I think a website, yeah, because you can just send a WhatsApp chat and you can just open it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And, or do you, even if you don't want to create a website, do you want to sort of just have like a WhatsApp group?
Hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
you can also just have a WhatsApp group, which, like, for example, you find 10 teachers, right?
Hmm.
10 of us who feel like we need some training and we need to develop on our teaching skills. We want to do something to improve our teaching. And you add all 10 of them in the same group, right? And maybe like every, um, you also, like, probably can create a group of 10 other teachers who have the knowledge and who are willing to train these teachers. And then you sort of be like an exchange mediator.
Yeah. And I can also like be a translator, I guess, for those meetings.
Yeah, exactly. And you do it, like, for example, you keep a time in the week, like every Sunday there will be an exchange. It's like creating a resource group.
Yeah. And I think the good thing about this is that it can also be sustainable, which I think is a really important like factor.
Yeah, and you can keep adding people to this group. Like, if I, as a teacher, feel, oh, I know someone who can help me with this, and I will probably add them, onto the group.
Yeah. So with something like that, with when a new member comes, so they would kind of just miss out on a previous session. Like, so is it like new
Yeah.
session,
No, so every Sunday you sort of just
new
talk
topic?
about the previous session. Like, you
Oh,
you recap it for each group every Sunday, so that every new member has, don't recap the entire session, but you recap a part of it, what happened in that session. And if the new members are interested, they can contact you. Do you know that they would want the recording, or they would want to get connected to that trainer for a
yeah.
one-on-one or something like that?
A good idea. Instead of doing that, it's just like putting a recording link in my
Yes, exactly.
recording. So
Yeah,
then, yeah, so they can join the live where they can ask questions or they can
yeah,
just on the site.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you think about that?
I really like that.
Yeah, so we, instead of a website, we create a resource group on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is it's a, it's as here it's assuming that everyone will have WhatsApp, right? Like everyone will be using WhatsApp.
So from the research group, I think it'd still be best to create a website, like a website though. I think a website is still important for like not only the teachers to look, but for like outside people as well, right? Because if they're
Yeah.
like what my project's about, like they can't just join a website group.
Yeah, so you create a website and then you also have like something like join our resource group on WhatsApp,
Yeah. Yeah.
you know, and especially you create like a group of all the teachers who also want to train,
Mm-hmm.
so at least you have like a resource, like someone's good at communication, you have them all in a single place, so you don't have to keep going finding for them. Oh, like, Miss Kate was good for communications, or Miss Priyal was there for, maybe finance. You just create a resource group of all these teachers who want to train.
Mm-hmm. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah. Okay, what else do you think, like any other those big steps that we need that you have in mind? So once we create a website, we have this.
Um, could I also then like host a session maybe?
Sorry.
Like just host a session. Or I also need to like find the teachers as well.
Yeah, so you need to find teachers who will train, and you need to find teachers who want to sort of take the training, right?
Mm. Okay.
So those two things, I think you can have a part of it on your website itself, like train a trainer, for example. One thing would be like that. So that means that I want to train or get trained.
Mhm. Yeah, yeah.
So whoever I am, I would click on that on your website. And then probably there would be a form which I would have to fill up, and those form details would come to you.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm.
So train the trainer. So that is find teachers who are willing to train and get trained is find teachers who want the training. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Um, so that would be an online form. And yeah, what else?
Um, yeah. I think the group chat on WhatsApp, it's so much better than like filling like for them to fill out a form. Because I think like for them to fill out a form, it's really hard. Then I would need to contact them again, right? But if they just in my website press a link to join like a group on WhatsApp, then they can already find all the information there.
Okay, so
Like
you're saying instead of a form, they just directly join the WhatsApp group and you put the WhatsApp group link.
yeah,
So
on
when
the
on your website, when they click train the trainer, when they click on it, they directly join the WhatsApp group of trainers.
oh wait, so oh, I was talking about the people that the teachers, the underfunded teachers. But I think the
But
trainers,
it's both ways, right?
that's
Because you need both those resource groups.
yeah.
Because if you only have teachers who want to get trained, right? And but then you don't have the teachers who want to train, then you're stuck, right?
I don't think they would need a group chat, right? Because they talk about different things. So I can just personally contact them. Like there's no point of like
Okay. Okay. So you're saying that the
Mhm.
trainer can just fill a form and
Like,
ask details like what they want to train on. But whereas the ones who want to get trained,
easy, yeah.
they can just be part of the WhatsApp group directly.
I think it's easier for them as well because I don't think they like understand how to fill out a form and everything. But
Okay. Yeah, fair. Want to get trained? Join the WhatsApp group directly.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. Fair. Yeah. Once we create the website, we'll also know what functionality it has, to support this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fair. Okay. What else?
And I was gonna ask for the website, is there like a function to like completely change the website, like a translation for the website, or would I need to like make a translation? So you know how those in those websites sometimes they have in the corner like English and then like Indonesian, like you press on a button.
Yeah. Yeah. We can check this because you would prefer Indonesian for the teachers who are probably wanting to get trained. They wouldn't understand, right?
Mm.
Yeah. So check for language options on the website. Okay. Fair. Okay. Um, yeah. What else? Would
Mm.
you have access to recordings on your website or no? Like if you have already, if a teacher has already trained another teacher on soft skills, would there be a recording or not really?
So it would be through Zoom, right? So I can just record.
Yeah, but then if you put a recording and then you give access to that on your website, then they're just gonna watch it, right? For free, of course. They're not gonna sign up for it then.
Yeah. But there's also like the questions aspect of a live, right? Like I don't know.
So
Do you
what you can also do is you can ask them on request a recording. So there is a button. If they don't want to do a session, then they just request for a recording. And again, they come on WhatsApp chat with you when they click on that. And then they just have a conversation with you that, yes, I would like to request a recording for finance help
Mhm.
or for soft skills or for communication or
Yeah,
for better engagement with students.
yeah. May I ask like what's the difference of like doing so and like just putting it in the website?
So if you put it on the website, if I come on and I want to get trained, I
Mm.
will not actually sort of click on the get train. I would actually not click on get trained. I
Yeah.
would just see what recording you have, and
Mm.
I would just view the recording and
Mm.
go off the website,
Yeah.
right? Because I would already get a gist of what you have. I would feel, okay, this is general, like, I wouldn't see the point in reaching out to you and asking you, what do you train on?
Yeah.
I would
Mhm.
just assume that, you have recordings of communication, finance. So yeah, this is what you can get trained on. But what if as a teacher, I want to get trained on better engagement for students or find some more activities for my students? You
Mhm.
know, I as a teacher could have a different ask on what I want to be trained on.
Mhm. Yeah. Yep. Okay.
So they can request a recording, but maybe you shouldn't put it up there because then you also have to take permission from the trainer. Oh, that can I put up your recording of you training up on the website?
Or maybe just post the recording on the resource group on WhatsApp instead. So they would need to join this WhatsApp group first.
Yeah, you could do that. But again, you would need to take permission of the trainer, yeah? That, I am going to put your recording on the WhatsApp group.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, because the WhatsApp group is still more close knit than the website. Website could be like 10,000 people who are accessing that.
Yeah, that's fair. So then we through the WhatsApp group we can also like garner more like viewers, or even though like for example there's let's say 20 people in the WhatsApp group and then only like 10 of them come, that's still like better than just you know like the fact that
Yeah,
we have people
yeah,
supporting the good
yeah.
have.
So in your customer cycle, your WhatsApp group users are your leads, right? Because they are the ones who are really interested in what you're doing and they want to do it. Whereas the people on your website who come and go, they could just potentially be, oh, they came across your site, they want to know about it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Perfect. And so we just do like recordings on the resource group.
Would we have the issue of people just joining the resource group, watching the recordings and not going to the event though?
Yeah, so we don't put up a recording every now and then. If we
Yeah.
have maximum people who are doing the master class, who are doing the class, then we have it as a live session. But in case there is a time when, it's not possible, or everyone wants to do the same thing. For example, everyone on the resource group wants to learn about communication. Then you can put a recording
Yeah.
where, like three people want to do one thing, four people want to do another thing. Then it's better that you don't put a recording and you just connect them to the trainer.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Anything else you think we're missing out on?
No, I think this is really good for now.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So now you know what? Let's just divide it amongst us, like who is going to do what. So we have like we have something tangible, faster, and we know what direction we're going in if in case we need to change anything or add anything to it.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can divide it because I think you are also super busy with your school and things like that. So there are some things which I can do, and then I can obviously show you that this is how I did it, so you also learn. And if you are able to take it up, then you let me know that oh what are you wait I can take this up, so let's do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so find out the problem. Can you do this?
Yes, I can. So it's just this statistics.
Okay, so I'm just going to put up yeah. Then resource group on WhatsApp, I think that's something that we do later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Then create a website. So this, do you want me to start making the basic website, the basic wireframe and how it's going to look? And then you can add some features and edit wherever you feel the journey to stitch the journey together.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
So I'll put my name in this. I'm going to create the basic wireframe for you. And then you can see, and then you can see how, if you want to add some features, I'll give you editing rights also. So you can see, and in our next class or the class after, we just quickly run through the entire journey on the website.
yeah.
Yeah, perfect. Then train the trainer. So
Um,
find teachers who are willing to train.
yeah. Oh, find teachers that are willing to train. I think Defi is helping me with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Then-
So what I would say is that you just create a list over here on this Excel sheet. I will share this with you as well. And here you can just add as and when you get the teachers and what they are responsible for,
Mhm.
right? Like what are they going to train the student on?
Yeah.
I'm just going to put train the trainer list. Teacher and session on. Okay, so you also try to update this list whenever you get it. Maybe your mom has some contacts or Devi has some contacts. Speak to her and keep adding on to the list. Yeah, because I think our next step would be also to sort of contact them and give them something more substantial or tangible that, we are
Mhm.
live now or we're going live from like June onwards, something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Then there's get trained. Find teachers who want the training.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah.
So again, teacher name and what do they want to be trained on?
And phone number, maybe. Yeah. So when I contact these teachers, should I immediately add them to the group chat?
Yeah, yeah. No, not add them for now. Just
Okay.
add them in the list and tell them that right now it's in progress, my whole project. You can just have like a tentative date in mind that I'm planning to go live by April, or I'm planning to go live by May. And then you can tell them that I would be doing this, and then I would be adding y'all onto it.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
good.
Then check for language options. Yeah, this I think I'll take up. I'll check this one for you and let you know.
Mhm.
And recorder, so yeah, this is also part of the website, so it's later on.
Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. But and just a quick question. So when do you intend to go live on this one by?
I think this one is maybe like around March or April. Is it March?
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think you would have your finals or something then that would take up your time, or do you think you would be comparatively free?
Let me see that. See the exam dates. So my exams are on May, so I think I'll be free by then. Be
So March you would be comparatively free to take it up, right? Yeah. So hello.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've posted it on our group chat, this Excel sheet. As and when you do it, you keep filling it in, yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect, perfect. And then we meet again next week. Does this time suit you?
Yeah, this time is good.
Good, perfect. So if you have any questions in the week, you let me know.
Yeah.
Okay. If also there are some sessions that you want to train on because you know about something, then add your name also. And maybe just start having a broad idea in mind.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
good.
And the problem statement also, just put it on a Word doc or some document, the problem statement that we spoke about.
Okay.
Yeah. Perfect. So we meet again in next class. I'll try to have the basic wireframe ready by then.
And I'll have the teacher name and the statistics ready.
Perfect. Perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. See you. Bye, Kate.